Welcome back, all my YouTube subscribers, Twitter followers, all the big Giant fans out there. I am super excited because today I got Baddog back on the channel as we are talking Giants football once again. And here he is, Mr. Baddog.
What's up, everybody? No smile today.
Yeah, no smile today. That's right.
No smile today.
Hold on one second. I actually got to fix the chat. Hold on one second, guys. The chat got zoomed in. That happens from time to time. Let me shrink that back down. And we will get right into it. So, yeah, no smiles today, that's for sure. As our Giants completely just fell apart in the second half against the Eagles. And I figure we'll start with that probably and that whole debacle. But let's just take a quick look at the chat. Owen Thompson's in the chat. Tansy Mehmed's in the chat. Sydney Eubanks. William Watson. What's going on? Andy Garcia. Is that the... I always ask. Are you the actor, Andy Garcia? Diehard Knicks fan in the chat. Stealth Raven. What is going on? G-Men 409. Essential. We got the whole gang. We got every Giant fan in the book in here. Keytown. What is going on? So, let's jump right into that. Let's jump into the debacle that was the Philadelphia Eagles a couple days ago.
Yeah, Pat Shermer made me lose my smile.
Yeah.
I mean, we always struggle against the Eagles. I don't know what it is. I swear to God, we find the most unbelievable ways to lose.
Yeah.
We are killing that team. The whole half, we're killing them. I mean, we're doing everything we need. We're doing everything we did the last two games. Running the ball, play action, rolling Eli out, throwing the ball down the field. Barkley's killing these guys, tearing it up, long drives. Finish it with 7. Rosas is, kicking field goals from 50 yards away. Defense is shutting them down the whole half. And that's like they flipped the switch and said, well, we know we can beat them. Now let's go back to the way we normally play against them.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, a big thing at the end of the half, everyone knows Eli. That was a horrible throw by Eli. Yeah. That gave up 3 points. But the Giants going at the half, still at an 8-point lead, and you went in saying, okay, it was a bad throw, but we're still where we want to be. We're up 8. I know the Eagles were starting with the ball, but the defense looked good in the first half. Continue to do what you're doing, and we're going to win this game. And Shermer just went away from the script. And I thought watching the game, because I had the volume off, because we're streaming the games, I don't have the volume on, I thought Barkley had to be hurt. And it turns out he wasn't. I have no idea what happened in the second half. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. As Uncle Vic would say, mind-boggling. Totally. I mean, I'm saying the same thing. During my stream, I'm sitting there going, we just got to be smart. Come away with 3. Don't do anything stupid.
Right.
Sure enough, he throws the interception. I'm like, well, there's a stupid play. I mean, that killed all momentum. I mean, that really gave the Eagles a ton of momentum. And then, the second half, I just, for the life of me, could not figure out exactly what the hell Pat Shermer was thinking. You got Barkley, who had 11 carries in the first half for 101 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, so he was on pace to carry the ball 22 times. And we always talk about in this show, get him the ball 20 to 25 times. Don't let Eli Manning throw more than 35 times, and we win. And we were going with that formula. We had them on the ropes. And in my live stream, man, I hate the Eagles. And I'm sick of losing them, as I know you are.
Yeah.
And I'm just screaming, just step on this team's throat. They're playing bad. Don't let them up. Don't give them any momentum. Don't give them a chance. Make them believe they're going to lose the game. And we just couldn't do it. And again, it's just so frustrating because we were dominating that team in the first half. We dominated them. And I even mentioned it that we dominated. We're only up by 8. I was a little worried at that point.
Yeah, and what's crazy, when you look at the final box score, he only had 2 carries in the second half. He finished with 13 carries. And when you look at the final box score, they did exactly what you said, what they shouldn't do. Eli, I think, had 37 throws, and they ran the ball, I want to say, 16 or 17 times. And on the other end, the Eagles did what we should have done. They had 28 carries and 27 throws. They had a perfect disparity of run to pass. And that's why they won the game. They got I said in my live stream, they got a quarterback who could be Eli Manning's son. And they're running the ball 28 times. We're running half the time. We're relying on a 40-year-old quarterback to win the football game with us. It made no sense. And I just want to take a quick look at the chat, see if we got any comments here, guys. Do you guys want a Pat Shermer autograph? No, I don't think we want a Pat Shermer autograph for Christmas. Why does Odell keep getting? That's a good question. Why is that? Why does he keep getting?
Because he doesn't believe in water. Don't you guys know
that's
that?
right. That's right. Yeah,
that's why he gets dehydrated. You don't believe in water.
Yeah, it's crazy. It makes no sense. And Gallman did have a couple of touches, and that's essential. Brings up Gallman. Gallman was running the ball good too.
Yes, he
Everybody
was.
running, and they didn't run the football. And if you look back the 2 previous weeks, the Saints ran for $170 on them. The Cowboys ran for $170 on them. They're clearly a depleted defense. They needed to continue to run. That's it. If they would have done that, they win the game.
Yeah, it's just, that's what I'm saying. It's just, it doesn't make any sense because the first game Barkley tore him up, and you watch him do the same thing to him. They could not stop him. They could not stop going. So even if Barkley was injured, which he wasn't, even if he was, why not run Wayne Coleman? Yeah. Run the ball. We scream it every week. Like you just said, you don't need a 40-year-old quarterback throwing the ball 37 times.
Yeah.
Going into the year, I was an advocate that Eli Manning could still play because he doesn't need to throw the ball 40 times anymore. And that's what we got Saquon Barkley for, to alleviate Eli Manning from, his older arm. A lot of miles on arm. Don't make him throw 40, 45 times a game. Let him throw 25 to 30 times a game. That's all he needs to do. Let the running game go. And the offensive line has played so much better the last 2 weeks, and you're killing it. I really, for the life of me, I cannot figure out what the hell the deal was, what Pat Sherman was thinking or not thinking, not giving Barkley the ball more in the second half and just 2 carries. How the hell is that possible?
It makes no sense. Meet the Mets is in the house, by the way. Meet the Mets. We both love Meet the Mets. Johnny Morawski in the house. What's more important this offseason, improving the O-line or getting better pass? That's a tough question. I think they need both desperately. That's a really good question there. I think they need both desperately. I'd say the O-line, but it's close because you spent the second overall pick on Saquon Barkley, and you have to give him as much help as you can give him because that's what the team's going to rely on, right? So if you could get a big hog molly in the first round, a stud, that's where you go, in my opinion, unless you fully believe in Herbert. If they say Herbert's the savior, you draft Herbert, of course, but if not, you go hog molly. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, I see TM said, tell Baddog, what's up, TM? How you doing?
Ronaldo, I don't know what's going on.
So, but I agree that this is a thing, and I guess we're going to know what the deal is with Eli very soon because I think if Eli plays out the rest of the season, they don't look at Laletta, Eli's coming back. I don't want him back. I've made that perfectly known. I'm willing to cut ties, save $17 million, move forward in quarterback.
Right.
But if we're going to bring a new quarterback in here, I think you've got, especially if they want to draft a quarterback, you've got to build the offensive line. You can't have a rookie quarterback with holes in the offensive line. Our offensive line is a lot better now, though. The left side, Will Hernandez and Solder found that chemistry. Jamon Brown is doing a fantastic job at right guard. We just need a center and a right tackle. We get that to go with Barkley, and I would like a quarterback that can move. It would be nice. They don't need to scramble.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You know, a big part, I think, Brown, of course, is a big reason why they've gotten better. But a big part of it also is because of they've been running the ball. Because of offensive linemen love to run block. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It sets up a groove for them, and they went away from that in the second half, and that I hated seeing that. This team, the Giants have always been a run team. I hated that they got away from that. Are the Giants mathematically eliminated, Victor Ash? No, they are not, but they are. I mean, their only chance was to go. They could have made it realistically at 8-8 if they swept the division. The fact that they lost to the Eagles, it's over. It's over. You know?
Yeah, we haven't won a game in the division, so we're 0-4 in the division. So we're not. We definitely. It's over.
Any tiebreaker, we're gonna lose at this point. So I just want to address the chat a little bit, see if we got any questions. 3 days in a row, keep it coming, Chris. Yeah, Bavita, you know it. And you think I'm a hard worker. I was just talking to Baddog before we came on. This guy's a lunatic. This guy does a stream every day. And by the way, anybody that hasn't checked out his channel, please do so. The link is in the description, Mr. Baddog. Ligma, should we cut Odell to sign rookies? Can't cut Odell. I mean, we could hypothetically trade him, but we can't cut him. We owe him $60 million. It would be like ridiculous amount of dead cap space. Can't cut him.
Yeah, no, he's there. I mean, we signed him to keep him there. There's no reason to trade him anyway. I mean, he's part of this. He's part of the future of this team.
He is.
He's having another phenomenal season.
Yeah, he's got over 1,000 yards.
Considering everything that's happened, considering how bad we've been on offense, he's having a great year. It could be better if if our offensive line played a lot better and we ran the ball more. You notice how Odell Beckham's numbers increased the last couple weeks when we run the ball. You cannot be one-dimensional on offense. Yeah. No team can be one-dimensional except for maybe the Saints. And they're not even one-dimensional.
The Patriots too, kind of in the when with the Welker. But I always say they use Welker. He was kind of like their running back with those short little 2-yard passes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they kind of use Welker as their running back when they didn't run the ball. But yeah, but you bring up the Saints. The Saints weren't winning games when they were one-dimensional. Now that they've become a running game, you see Breeze has been much more efficient. 29 touchdowns, 2 picks. Last year he was great.
Yeah, if you look at the elite teams in this league, they all have an elite running back. Kansas City has Kareem Hunt. Yeah. The Rams have Todd Gurley. The Saints have Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. I mean, what is the, I'm not going to say the Cowboys are an elite team. Why are the Cowboys on a roll? Because they're running Ezekiel Elliott.
Yep.
You win in this league still by running the ball, controlling the clock, wearing down the opposing defense.
Look at Jacksonville last year. With Fournette, and they went all the way to the AFC title game because they controlled the clock. They wore down defenses.
Yep.
And it also, like you always say, by being able to run the ball, it makes your defense so much better because they're fresh. Because you're eating up the clock, they're only on the field for 27 minutes as opposed to 33. So that's what running the ball is and always has been, in my opinion, the most important thing on an offense. It's
right, and you don't want to be 2nd and 3rd and 10 all the time. If you're 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, those are very manageable. So you want to play ahead of the sticks. I mean, I know penalties killed us in the second half, but I had guys saying, dude, penalties killed us. That's why they were Barkley. I'm like, listen, Barkley had 4 touches. We were not 2nd and 20 on every drive. We were 2nd and 20 because we were throwing the ball because he was getting sacked because you just can't be one-dimensional. Like when they have that empty set, and I hate that.
Oh,
I hate
God.
when they have an empty set.
My favorite thing is seeing Eli under center, I formation, or a single back set, have him under center because not only do I like that in terms of the running game, I like it because Eli is actually very efficient with the play-action rollout. He's not great. He's not that good from the shotgun. He's much better from underneath center. He always has been.
Yeah, I agree, and that's where he's excelled. You notice he's been under center a lot more the last few weeks, and they've been a lot better running the ball. And like I said, I just have no idea why they went away from it. We were killing them. We dominated that team. We had 340 some odd yards in the first half. It was ridiculous how bad we beat their ass and gave it away.
Yeah, and it was the same thing last year when we outgained them by 150 yards and gave the game away with the punt blocks and all that nonsense. But let's take a quick look here. Tua to the Giants, Andy. That's a year away. That won't be till 2020 if it happens at all. Essentially that would be in 2 years, not this year. Running the ball slows down the pass rush. Yes, it does because you become much. It's kind of like throwing an off-speed pitch in baseball because you don't know what's coming. If you're throwing straight fastballs, the hitter's gonna catch up.
We talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
It always goes back to baseball with us. You notice that?
Well, we love baseball. I love baseball. You love baseball. Remember, Jinx, remember me? You said I should be sponsored. Yes, I should be sponsored by a Modelo. I'm always drinking their beers at the streams. Cut Vernon Mo Money says, I don't know how much dead cap space that would be. Do you know?
$8 million.
And that's over what? 2 more years he's due. So,
I think we save $11 million if we cut him. I'm totally fine with getting rid of Olivier Vernon. Waste of money.
Yeah,
good 2016 horrible sense.
Well, that's every guy they signed other than Harrison. That's every guy they signed in that offseason. I mean, Jenkins is okay, but he's not near worth what they paid. I mean, they all were great that 1 year. Let's take a quick look here. I know Baddog loves him some. He's talking about those old Giants again.
Oh yeah.
Forget Mike and the Baddog. We got Chris and the Bad. Exactly. Crazy Dog. We were talking before we came on. We got to come up with a jingle, Baddog.
Gotta get a jingle.
We got to get a jingle going
somehow.
Will the Giants sign a max contract with Landon Collins soon? I don't want it. I do not want to sign him to a max contract. That guy couldn't cover me. He is horrible in pass coverage. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I agree. You know how I feel about that. I say it every live stream. I don't want anything to do with Landon Collins. Look at Zach Ertz again. How big of a guy? I mean, I know they're elite, tight ends, but he can't cover anybody.
Yeah.
He's a horrible cover safety. He's better suited as a linebacker. When he gets closer to the line of scrimmage, he plays better.
He made a lot of nice plays.
Pay that guy that money.
He made a lot of nice plays yesterday when he was up at the line. You're right about that. He does make good tackles up at the line. He makes big plays. But when it comes to pass coverage, the guy gets beat every game. It doesn't matter who the tight end is.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a big problem. Pumpkin in the house. What's going on, Pumpkin? Punkum, rather. Seti, what's going on? The Jets are better than the Giants. Ronaldo, we're both 3-8, so we're the same. Landon, what is going on? Meet the Mets says I'll sing the jingle for you.
Nice. The Mets probably has a good voice.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's any questions. Do you want?
What's up, Techie in the house?
Yvonne, 8-Bit Skylander asks, do you want Landon Collins or not? He's a great strong safety, isn't he? I don't want him. Not long term on this team because the only way that I want Collins is if they get lockdown cornerbacks. Then maybe. But the guy can't cover anybody. That's a big problem on this defense.
That is a big problem. That's a big problem. I mean, you can't cover tight ends. And he's always late on coverage, down the field. I mean, look at what Mike Evans did. He was lazy on that play. George Jenkins let him go thinking he was going to have safety help. And Landon Collins, I don't know what the hell he was looking at, but he let Mike Evans run right past him. That should have never happened. I mean, that could have cost us a game against Tampa Bay because of his laziness.
Yeah.
It's almost like he doesn't want to play. You know what I mean? It's like some guys don't want to play defense. I mean, baseball, again, goes back to they just want to hit.
Yeah.
Like Landon Collins just wants to get up to the line to hit people. It's like he doesn't want to cover.
Right.
And he's lazy in coverage.
He doesn't,
and he's
want,
got
he
horrible
doesn't, he doesn't
ball
want to
awareness.
put in the work. He just wants to get the highlight play. Yeah.
So he's going to get a lot of money. And I don't think the Giants – I don't want to pay him that money. I don't. I'm ready to move on from Landon Collins.
I agree with you. If it was a cost-effective move, yes, but we know he's going to cost a lot, and I don't think he's worth that. Let's take a look. Is Sam Beal good? We don't know yet. I mean, we've heard good things, but we haven't seen him play.
Yeah, hard to say.
But he was good. He was good in 2016 last year. He was up for the Defensive Player of the Year, but at the same time, that year they had an all-world defense, so maybe they kind of hid his pass coverage deficiencies because of that. They had a great defense that year. Janoris Jenkins was one of the best corners in the league. Who was the other corner on that team? They had
Eli Apple. They also had DRC. We had DRC.
DRC, right? Apple was the third. He was the nickel corner. But they just had a great defense that year. It was the best defense in football the second half of the year, and maybe that kind of hid his deficiencies in terms of pass coverage.
Well, remember this. Go look at his statistics because the last 8 games of the season he fell off. The first 8 games the first 5 games he had all 5. Or the first 8 games he had all 5 was interceptions. He played much better in the first 8 games, and he kind of fell off the second half of the second half of the season. So, I mean, that's why he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. If he would have played the way he did in the first half, sorry, I just had to turn my phone down. If he would have played the way he did in the first half, he probably would have won Defensive Player of the Year, but he did not. He kind of fell off, and then he's kind of fallen off ever since. And I just remember thinking that game against the Rams 2017, he quits. He has a tendency to quit, I can't have that on the Giants. I don't want guys that are quitters. I want guys that want to be Giants. I want guys that want to play hard, no matter how good or bad we are. I don't want guys that quit. I don't want guys that cause problems in the locker room. We don't need that crap.
Yep. And what I want, another position I want drafted in this year's draft, and maybe Lorenzo Carter could turn into this, I want linebackers that can cover. That is a huge thing in today's NFL. You need athletic linebackers that can cover running backs coming out of the backfield on passes, tight ends. I want athletic linebackers. That's why I love the Lorenzo Carter pick. But we haven't seen him on the field, I guess, enough yet. But he did look great 2 weeks ago against the what was it, the 49er game?
Yes.
Yeah, he was great in that game. But I like his upside. But if a player was a vehicle, would you rather drive a Saquon Barkley or Odell Beckham? That's a weird question by William Watts. I'm driving Saquon Barkley straight to the bank.
Hell yeah! Give me the muscle.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham going to fall apart if you hit a telephone pole. Your car's going to break. Saquon Barkley going to run through the telephone pole. I'll take Saquon all day.
Yeah. Why hasn't Carter been on the field much? He's been on the field a decent amount, right? I mean, he's gotten on the field more as the seasons wore along.
Yes. Yeah.
I like Carter. I love Hill. I think the Hill pick was probably their best pick this draft in terms of value. I think he's going to be an impact player at the pro level for sure.
Definitely.
And Carter, we'll see, but he's got upside for sure. Tremendous athlete. Beckham versus Norman. Are you asking? I guess Beckham. Barkley's a pickup. Yeah. I'm just trying to see it. You're going to give some mods. Well, not today. I want to focus on the chat. HTTR is in the house. What's going on?
Wait. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go.
See, Barkley's a pickup truck? No, Barkley's not a pickup truck. All right, Barkley's like a freaking 69 GTO. He's not a pickup truck, man. That guy is a muscle machine right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love the pay. Did you get your jersey yet, by the way?
I did, but it's a Christmas gift, so I can't have it till Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do have it, but I cannot wear it till Christmas.
Yeah. What needs to be done to fix the run D this year? A lot. Yeah. Obviously the departure of Snacks hurt the run D. We knew that was going to happen when they got rid of him. Obviously you hope BJ Hill matures more, and they need to build through the draft. I mean, they need to continue to build through the draft. I'm not a huge fan of Ogletree. I don't know about yourself. I haven't been super impressed with him. He doesn't do it for me. He doesn't make it. He made a huge play in the Texas game with the interception in the end zone, and of course the pick six for a touchdown 2 weeks ago. So he has spurts, but he doesn't seem like the type of player that has a major impact on the football field. Not great in coverage. Doesn't make a ton of tackles. He doesn't have great side-to-side speed. You know, I'm not a big fan of his.
I don't know what happened because he was very good with the Rams.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why the Rams got rid of him.
When we got Ogletree, I was happy because I wanted to draft Ogletree.
Yeah.
And I was thrilled, but he's been a huge letdown this year.
Yeah.
He's been very disappointing in pass coverage. He's been very disappointed. Like I said, he just looks slow. I don't know what it is. His lateral movement's not quick.
Yeah.
He's really, I mean, he gets beaten coverage all the time. He's having a hard time tackling. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, maybe the Rams must have known something when they dumped him. That's all I can think.
Yeah, they only what did they get, a 5th rounder for him?
Yeah.
So they obviously didn't think too highly of him. Jonathan, yeah, we know that, Kieran. Jonathan Stewart sucks. Can we get Reuben Foster?
He's on the Skins.
Oh, that yeah. That's yes.
Yep.
Should Eli stay? Baddog says no. I'm up in the air. It depends what the Giants do. I'm not opposed to keeping him if they draft a quarterback in the 1st round as like a mentor. But I'm not gonna be upset either way. If they move on from Eli, I'll be okay with it. If they stick with Eli for one more year, I'll be okay with it. Because I know this team's not going anywhere next year, if we're being realistic. I think it's going to be 2 or 3 years before we have a real shot to do damage. So, if they keep him for one more year, am I going to be upset? No. But I think it's in the best interest to move on, yes. So, you know, I'm up in the air on it. I know you're very strong. You're very strong in getting rid of Eli.
Yeah, I'm ready to cut ties with him. I'm ready. I told you. You know who I want. I want Bridgewater in here. I want to see what Bridgewater can do for a year. If he sucks, we draft in 2020. If he's good, he's only 27. He could be the future quarterback. I mean, Bridgewater. And again, I've said this before on their show that he worked with Pat Shurmur. Yeah, and he was good with Pat Shurmur without any weapons.
Yep, good, great point.
If you could get him in here. Get yourself a center and a right tackle through the draft, the free agency. Build that line. Put Bridgewater in here with Barkley, Beckham, and Shepard in a good offensive line because he can move a little bit.
Yep.
He could really dominate. He could be really good, and it's not going to cost a lot of money.
No, I think I love the Bridgewater idea. It's just a matter of can it happen. I don't know. Maybe the Saints might want to hold on to him. I don't know. I don't know the specifics, but yeah, I love the idea of Bridgewater because, like you said. There's no risk there, especially if it's a 1 or 2 year deal. There's no risk.
Right.
Where's the risk? It's only reward. So I think it makes a ton of sense. And you mentioned Pat Shurmur. Obviously, we know he's had a few games this year where both Eagles games he was horrendous. The Cowboy game he was beyond horrendous. The Falcon game. I'm not obviously we're not firing him after 1 year. I think you agree with that. That's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
It's not the Giant way. But are you starting to get nervous that we may be wasting, say, 3 years with him as the head coach? Are you starting to get a little nervous?
It does. It does make me a little nervous for the simple fact that Beckham's in his prime right now. Yep. The wide receivers don't get. Listen, I know this from experience. You don't get faster when you get older. Yeah. It don't happen that way. Everything slows down. You can't do anything about it.
Right.
So I want to get Beckham and Shepard, while they're in their prime. I want to be able to use these guys.
Right.
So. I don't know, man. Pat Shurmur, it's so weird because, like I said, it seemed like the last two and a half games before this last half, it's like he figured it out. It's like the Giants figured out what they had to do. They figured out the winning formula. They were doing it again in Philly. We saw them just dominate. They did not stop us the whole first half. Every drive, down the field, touchdown, down the field, field goal. 97, we took the ball from the 3, went all the way down to the 7, kicked a field goal. Saquon Barkley had an enormous 51-yard run, which, again, he channeled Barry Sanders. My God, the cut at the line, cut to make the man miss, the speed, the stiff arm. I went nuts.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
And it's just crazy. And even at the end, when they scored and made it 19-11, I said, good news, guys. The good news, guys, we have a minute left. We can go down the field and score because they haven't stopped this whole game. And guess what?
They did.
We were right down there at the 17-yard line.
And a big part of that drive was Coleman. The Coleman return center. I think that was the drive where he brought it all the way back to the 45, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Cole, one thing I will say about Coleman I didn't like, he had a huge drop. But his returns continue to be good. Do you think Coleman could possibly mature into that third receiver role?
Definitely do.
Yeah.
He's got talent. Being a Sooner fan, I watch a lot of Big 12, obviously, and he played at Baylor. He was great at Baylor. I don't know how the hell he's bounced around. He's got a lot of talent. I definitely think he could be. I think he's better than Cody Latimer.
Yeah.
I think Corey Coleman could definitely be our third receiver.
I was shocked Russell Shepard made a catch. He caught it like a 40-yarder or whatever it was.
He did. I called him Sterling Shepard because I forgot Russell Shepard was even on a team. I was like, Sterling Shepard. They're like, in the stream, like, it's Russell Shepard. I'm like, Russell, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, Russell Shepard. I forgot he was even there. I haven't seen him in like 2 months.
Let's take a look at the chat. Ingram's done. Ingram didn't even play. He
stinks.
Yeah, he sucks. He can't block. That's a bit.
He can't catch either.
Yeah. Need to get Nick Bosa. Barkley26 says, yeah, that would be nice. But not gonna happen. We're not gonna finish with the worst record. Where are we right now? We're at like
3-8.
So we're what, 5th or 6th probably?
One game behind the worst record. I think the Raiders and Cardinals each have 2 wins.
And the Niners.
The Niners too, right?
Yeah.
So I think we picked 4th right now. The Jags have the same record, but they beat us.
And the Jets have the same record.
Yes. Well, I don't know how that will work with the Jets and Giants.
Yeah.
Not sure
we're in the top 5 or 6 right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's take a LeBron James is in the chat. What's going on, LeBron? This is Ellison is. Yeah, I love Ellison. Ellison reminds me of Ballard and Boss, which is the exact type of tight ends that I love. Guys that can block and can go out and make a catch.
Yeah,
that's what I want out of my tight end. I don't need these guys like Jimmy Graham. Tight end. I want an old school tight end. That's what I like. Right. You know.
You don't need a tight end that runs a 4.40. Yeah. You don't need that. You need a tight end that can block. That's a tight end's job first. Is blocking.
Yep.
Chipping, double teaming, and going out for a catch and being able to catch the ball. They don't need to have an 80-yard touchdown pass. They're there to get first downs. They're there to block. They're there to do those types of things. You don't need a burner at tight end.
Especially when you're the Giants. The Giants are traditionally our running team, and to be able to run the football, you need as many blockers as you could get. We don't want a guy like Ingram. It was a bad pick. It was a bad pick. It was a bad. I know everyone got. I was excited when they made the pick. I said, wow, look at all these weapons they're going to have now. They're going to have Beckham. Now they got this whole world athletic tight end. But it didn't make sense. You didn't need it. You didn't need it. You already got the weapons, you know? Yep. You need the guys that do the nuts and bolts guys, right? The guys that block and protect the quarterback. Let's take a look here. Cleveland ruined Corey Coleman's career. He wasn't happy there. Yeah, we know that. We saw that on Hard Knocks, right? Let's see. Remember, Coleman was he was all world. Chat's moving too fast. We're starting to get too big here, Baddog.
Yeah.
Chris and Baddog.
Too big.
Chris and Baddog, going back to the game, don't you think the Giants should have abused with Odell and Shepard? Yeah, I was disappointed in the way that they used it. Well, I can't complain with the passing game in the first half. Eli threw for 230, right, or whatever it was in the first half.
Yeah.
The second half, they just. I don't know what happened. I can't get. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm getting depressed. But it was.
You know what happened?
They stopped running, and we know when they don't run, they can't pass. So to be able to do both, you got to run. It's common sense. Eli's not one of these quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes or Drew Brees that could go out there, Andrew Luck, that could go out there and truck the ball 50 times. That's never been who he was, and it really pissed me off on Sunday.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, love Anthony Machuca. What's going on, brother? Yeah, I love Ellison. Absolutely. Trade Ingram for picks. Andy goes, I don't know how many picks you're getting for him. The guy's he's on the bench right now. I mean, what are you going to get for him? A 4th, 5th rounder at best? Do you think
he's a bum?
Yeah, he's a bum. He's a bum. Do you think we need LeBron James says play Ingram in the slot? We don't need him in the slot. We got Sterling Shepard. We got Corey Coleman. We don't.
Yeah. You don't want a tight end in the slot. That's not a wide receiver. Like I said, a tight end is meant to be on the line blocking.
Yeah. Well, I've heard some people come up with the theory that he should become a wide receiver, which kind of makes sense. He does have the measurables, I guess.
But he can't catch.
Yeah. That's a problem.
He can't do anything. He just runs around out there. He's like Eric Flowers. Well, what's the point of Eric Flowers being there? It's the same thing. They're just running around. I don't know.
Should have drafted Mahomes in 2017 instead of. Oh God. Oh, you get me upset.
Oh, we would have had to move up to get Mahomes though. Mahomes went.
10th. Mahomes was before. Okay, I was about to get real.
I
was about to get.
Ingram went like 20th or whatever. I don't remember when we picked him.
I think
the Chiefs traded from 27th to 10th to get him. They jumped a lot.
You remember his dad, right? Pitched for the Mets. Remember his dad pitched for the Mets. Pat Mahomes.
Oh, is that his dad? I didn't know that was his dad.
Yeah. He was
I did not know that was his dad.
Yeah, relief pitcher for the Mets that's his dad. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Maybe Ingram can throw. All right, LeBron. What's going on, Lee? Lee's one of my good friends. What's going on, Lee? Tight end like Ingram can play in the slot. Jordan Reed has. Yeah, he can, but is he worth sticking? I mean, we wasted a first-round pick on a tight end that we're gonna convert to a slot wide receiver. It was a horrible pick.
But you guys got to remember, Jordan Reed can catch the ball.
And Jordan Reed can catch the ball too. Exactly. Yeah. Let's take a look. What is our biggest problem on offense besides the O-line? I mean, it's quarterback. We got an aging quarterback. I mean, we don't have any other problems outside of the quarterback and the O-line on offense. We have the weapons.
Right.
It's got to be.
You can't have better receivers than a running back. That combination is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's there.
Yeah. Should we get C.J. Anderson? I don't want to waste any money on age running backs. We got our running back, and we got a
Wayne Gallman can play.
And
Wayne Gallman's a good complimentary back.
And we got Gallman to back him up. Exactly. 7 years of bad. Of course, Nick. That's the primary cause. Baddog always says it. The 7 years of bad drafting. That's what put us in this situation to begin with.
Yep.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna get about 5-10 more minutes with the chat, and then we're gonna move on to the Bears game. Would you rather have swag like OBJ or gains like Saquon? I don't know. That's a silly question. Steve,
I got them both, so it's all good, William.
Steve, what's going on, my man? The Giants had only 21 offensive plays in the second half, and a lot of that was attributed to penalties too. They had 11 penalties. Ridiculous. It says Saquon state of mind, Victor. I'm in a Saquon state of mind. Is there?
I wish Shermer was. We would have been all set.
We need to draft quarterback, O-line. Pedison's 100% on board with that. Will 65. I want both. And I think you agree. We want O-line and we want both in this draft. They got 11 picks?
A lot of picks. 10 or 11, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And we might trade for more. You never know.
We could trade down, pick up 2 or 3 from doing that.
We could trade Vernon. We could trade Jenkins. We could do a lot of things to get more picks too.
I love
trading back.
I want to get. Say we have 11 picks. I want to use at least 3 on the offensive line. Later picks or whatever it is. I want to get 2 potential pass rushers. I want to get some players in the secondary. And of course, if they like Herbert, you take the quarterback. But they need their primary. We say it all the time. It's offensive line, pass rusher, and the secondary is probably the third biggest problem.
Right.
Maybe a middle linebacker. We need as many picks as possible. Is right, Pumpkin. There's too many holes with this team. Let's sign Clowney, Mike Lopez said. What do you think about that? Clowney? What do you think about that?
We'd have to get rid of Olivia Vernon. But I've mentioned that. If we get rid of Vernon and save some get rid of Eli, Jenkins, Vernon, it's $40 million. You could sign to Devian Clowney at that point. He's only 26. I mean, I would take a shot at him.
How do you think Clowney would fit this 3-4?
But then again, they play a 4-3.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you think he'd fit?
I don't know how he would do in a 3-4. I don't know if Clowney's a 3-4 guy. So that's a good point. I'm not sure.
I mean, he's clearly a stud. I mean, in terms of, he's a freak athletically. I'll tell you this. He's probably the most talented, gifted player I've seen in college in the last 10 years at that position. When I saw the highlights that guy made in college, oh, my God. That guy was a freak.
He was ridiculous.
Yeah, that guy was a freak.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Greedy Williams. I don't know what... We need younger linebackers at corners. Yeah, Lee, absolutely. We alluded to that earlier. We said that they need to get guys that could cover these running backs and tight ends coming out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Can't keep Curtis Riley out there. He's useless. Curtis Riley made a couple of nice plays, I will say. Was it 2 weeks ago? Against the 49ers, I think. But, yeah, he's not. I mean, their whole secondary is god-awful.
Yeah, it's trash. Our secondary's trash. Hopefully Beal gets better. Hopefully Beal helps out a lot, but... It is not good. Our secondary's in shambles.
To be quite frank, our whole defense is bad. We have maybe 2 guys that I like on that defense, and one's B.J. Hill. And it's like...
it's Lorenzo Carter. It's 2 guys that Gettleman drafted, and you look at Eli Apple was a first-round pick in 2016. He's not there. Yeah. Darian Thompson was a third-round pick in 2016. He's not there anymore.
Yeah.
So there's 2 guys from 2016 that he brought in here gone. DRC's gone. He overpaid Janoris Jenkins. He probably won't be here at the end of the year.
Snacks Harrison gone.
There goes the entire secondary is going right there.
Yeah.
So it just Jerry Reese did not know how to build a team, and that's just all it is. You can't draft bad for 7 years in a row. and expect Dave Gettleman to come in here and fix it overnight. It can't happen like that.
It takes 2 or 3 years minimum.
It's going to take some time.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years minimum. Minimum. If they went free agent at quarterback, we said that earlier, KJ, we said, he's been saying, Baddog's been saying it for months, Bridgewater, and I agree with that. Eric Flowers, yeah, gone. Good one. Yeah, Giants. Reese looked amazing after the 07 draft. Yeah, he did, for 1 year. You know, and that was a good draft. It was a very good draft. I mean, you know, of course, he had Ross in the first round that year, right? And then he had Bradshaw in the seventh.
Steve Smith was a great pick.
Was a third-round pick, I think. Bradshaw in the 7th. Who was the what's the guy that's been on the team forever? The special teams guy. I can't remember his name. I think he was a linebacker. He was like
Diassi.
Diassi. Was it Diassi? Maybe it was Diassi. But everybody else.
Diassi's been there for a long time.
Yeah, but everybody that was on. They all contributed that year. It was a great draft. It was a great draft. They didn't have
Kevin Boss. Yes, Kevin Boss was.
Kevin Boss was a 6th-round pick that year, I think. Yeah, it was a great draft. It was a great draft. Should we get Colin Kaepernick? Ligma says. I get asked this question a lot.
No.
The reason I was saying no to that, if it was 2 or 3 years ago, I might say yes. But
yeah,
the thing with Kaepernick is, first off, the guy hasn't played in now 2 years, so you don't know what kind of shape he's in. Plus, I don't get political. What you are wherever you are on that, but it's a distraction, you know, and you have to ask yourself, is he worth the distraction? That's why Tim Tebow's not in the league anymore, because he's a distraction. Everybody knows the guy's good enough to be a backup quarterback or to be involved in a Wildcat package or whatever it is, but because the nonsense that he brings with the Tebow maniacs, that's why he's not in the league. No team wants to deal with that. So to me, Kaepernick, and he relies on his legs. He's 32 years old now, whatever he is, not going to be as fast as he used to be. So that's why Kaepernick's not worth it.
No, he hasn't played in 2 years. Definitely, you don't want a guy to. And in San Francisco, he showed he really had a hard time. He wasn't accurate. He had a rifle for an arm.
Yeah.
But after defenses figured him out, he had a hard time adjusting to defenses, figuring him out. He had a hard time reading defenses, and he's inaccurate. And so his best, asset was his legs. And again, you don't get faster as you get older. So I definitely would not want Kaepernick. Like I said, I'd rather have Bridgewater. He's younger. He was a better quarterback before the knee injury. With the Jets, and in preseason, he definitely showed he could still play. He can move around. He's got a good arm. And that's my guy. So and Bridgewater brings no distraction.
Yeah.
Bridgewater's a nice story. You're going to root for Bridgewater to come back from that knee injury.
Right.
Where because of the politics, again, I'm like you. I don't ever mix sports and politics. I hate that when people do that. I can't stand it. But again, he's just a huge distraction because of that whole thing. And you don't need that. You're there to play football. You're not there to worry about such and such or whatever. You don't want fans arguing with each other or with whatever because of that. So
I'll say this: if he was Vic, because Vic was obviously a huge distraction when the Eagles brought him back. But if he was as good as Vic was then, I'd bring him in. I mean, Vic was great.
Yeah, because he'd be worth it.
Yeah, it would be worth it. But it's not. He's at this stage in his career, it's just not. RG3 better than Bridgewater. I disagree, Mo Money. RG3's an injury waiting to happen, and the guy wasn't the same since he got hurt. I mean, RG3 was unbelievable that rookie year, but he's so fragile, and he'll never be able to play. Even if he came back and he was healthy, he'll never be able to play. He has to play to be a great quarterback. He can't play like that anymore. Otherwise, he's gonna get hurt. So that's why I want no part of RG3. Ivan says Mark Sand. That's just silly. Mobile quarterback or long arm quarterback? Can I have a little bit of both, Ligma? I want a little bit of both. Can I have a Pat Mahomes type?
Yeah, right.
I'll take
Carson Wentz type.
Even Baker Mayfield, someone like that, a guy that can scramble, throw it out, throw on the run, someone like that. Rudy Gonzalez, what's going on, my man? What's the plan? How are the Giants moving forward at the quarterback? We've been asked this a bunch. We don't know.
We don't know.
There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options. 2019 draft, 2020 draft, free agent quarterback, stick with Eli for one more year. We don't know. They could go several different ways. But we'll see. We'll see as the year approaches, and it's going to be fun to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
All right, Stealth. Now you're just getting silly. I want Tua. I agree with you, Lee. Tua's the guy I want, Lee. Absolutely, I love Tua. And what do you feel about Tua from what you've seen?
Yeah, let's get Tua.
Yeah.
About Tua.
Yeah, that would solve a lot of problems. I love that guy. But anyway, all right, it's 10:38. We know you got to lead by 11:05. Let's get into the Chicago Bears matchup. Obviously, we're 3-8. We're at home. What's your thoughts on this right now, the rest of the season? We're not making the playoffs. Do you are you still of the mindset, let's win as many games as we can, or do you want them to lose games? You still want them to win, right?
I can't ever root for them to lose, but let's face it, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
The Bears are ridiculously good.
Yeah.
I've mentioned this before. They remind me of the '86 Giants. That linebacking core of Trevathan, Roquan Smith, Leonard Floyd, and of course Khalil Mack. I mean, it's special. They're a special linebacking core. They lead the league in interceptions. They lead the league in turnovers. They're first in turnover differential. They're sixth in sacks. They're first in scoring defense. They're third against the run. This team, that's the problem. They're actually not.
They're scary.
They're only 10th against the pass, but because we need to run the ball, it's going to be so hard to run against that front seven. And we have to try. I mean, we have to.
Yeah.
We have to do what we did the last 2.5 games.
Yeah.
Now we did the second half Philly, but that's a winning formula. You have got to try to run the ball. You have to.
Yeah.
It's just that's our strength. That's our best player. I think Barkley's better than Odell Beckham right now.
Yeah.
And I think that you have to, and it's easy to turn in a hand of the ball. It's not that easy to get it to Beckham,
right?
Especially with that front seven. But what I really think, if we're going to have any shot at this game, any shot, Giants have got to use misdirection, and they got to run like draws and screens. Defense take themselves out of the play, and that way, if you hit them with a couple of reverses or a misdirection run, or maybe a delayed draw where they shoot the gap up the middle, then the Bears might start kind of being hesitant to just rush the passer all the time.
Right.
This things we can do, like the play we did with Odell Beckham throwing the touchdown. I don't remember if he threw it. Did he throw it to Barkley? I forgot.
Barkley threw it to Beckham. Barkley
with the Beckham?
Yeah. No. You're right. Beckham threw it to Barkley. I'm sorry. Yeah. Beckham threw it to Barkley.
Something like that. Something to kind of keep their defense off balance. I mean, if we're going one-dimensional, if we're having Eli drop back 40 times, Eli might not play the rest of the year.
And I'll tell you another thing. And the defense they're the best defense in the league. But you didn't even talk about the offense. Their offense is underrated. I was looking at the numbers. Nagy has a very innovative mind. Trubisky is the type of quarterback we always struggle against. He's very mobile, very underrated. Oh, that's right. He's out again?
Playing.
Oh, okay, he's out again. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay. They still, though, when you watch that team, I was watching them last week, and they have a very innovative offensive system. It's the type of system that I'd actually like to see the Giants have in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They run a lot of misdirections. They run a lot of end arounds. They mix and match. I like their offensive system there with Nagy. The Bears are a dangerous team if they make they're going to make the playoffs. They're a team I wouldn't want to play in the postseason. If there is one team in the NFC that I think that could go to New Orleans and win, it is them.
I don't think they can win. I think they can keep it close. I don't think anyone's going
I don't think anybody can out of the NFC, but they're the best shot, I think. Because
I agree with you. Because they'll be able to slow down the offense. They won't be able to stop it, but they'll be able to slow it down. But then you got to look at the Saints' defense in the Dome and know that the Bears probably still are going to outscore the Saints. I mean, the Saints are just in a class of their own.
They're ridiculous.
But yes, I completely agree with you. If there's any team in the NFL, not just the NFC, that can go there to beat the Saints, it is the Bears.
Yeah, because of the defense. Defense wins. Everybody knows that. Defense wins. LA Rams or Saints NFC champs. Yvonne, great question. If the Rams get home field, which is a huge if, they have a good shot. If the Saints get home field, it's a lock. The Saints are going to the Super Bowl. You probably agree with that, right?
I think the Saints will win even in Los Angeles. I think they're better than the Rams.
I think they are too, but the Rams would have a chance if they were at home.
Yeah, I don't think they already lost in the Dome. You already saw New Orleans beat them 45-35, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's still a lot of football left to be played, so injuries can happen, things change. So we still got a third of the season left. So it's still a long ways to go before we get to the NFC Championship. But it does look like it would be Rams Saints. You would think. I mean, that's
you never know though. You never know because we know as well as anybody. We beat the 15-1 Packers for God's sakes that second.
We beat the 17-0 Patriots.
The 18-0 Patriots. Yeah. Texans or Chiefs will represent the AFC. Malik, I don't know if I agree with that. And the Chiefs, I love watching the Chiefs. They are a fun team to watch. They don't have a defense. They don't have the Chiefs, they don't have a defense. That's why I don't know if they're going to win come playoff time. I picked the Chiefs preseason to go to the Super Bowl, but their defense is horrid. I don't know
I
about
picked
that.
the Texans, so it's funny that he said both of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The Chargers are a silent team. The thing with the Chargers, though, is they lost to the Broncos at home 2 weeks ago. They're like very hit or miss, the Chargers. They don't seem to have consistency. The Steelers, I think, are a team I could do it. And of course, you can never count out the Patriots.
No, never count them out.
Yeah.
Ever.
The AFC is going to be fun. The AFC is going to be fun in the playoffs this year. It is open because the Texans are a dangerous team with that pass rush and that run defense. Bears will cause problems in the playoffs. Sydney, I agree. They're going to win at least one game, that's for sure. With that defense, I think it's going to be Patriots Saints. So I wouldn't be shocked. That's probably, if I had to guess, that's probably the favorites in Vegas right now.
The Patriots actually look mortal this year.
No, they do. They got blown out by the Titans, and they didn't kill the Jets.
I know.
You would have thought they would have.
The same team.
Yeah, but you know what? We've said that before.
I know.
And then they
find themselves there.
As Bavid says, if you choose another head coach for Giants, who is it? I'll let you start with that. If you had a dream coach for the Giants, who would it be?
Right now?
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma.
You know what? That's
my guy.
That's Spencer. Rover Sports says the same exact guy. Yeah, he likes him too.
That's my guy.
Very innovative mind. Yeah.
Young, very young. He's like your age.
Yeah, I think that's a great. Really actually, I think that'd be a great hire. I would love bringing in a young coach. And you see a lot of teams do it successfully. The Rams, the Steelers, of course, when they brought in Tomlin, was very young. Yeah, that's like the new thing to do in sports nowadays. Doesn't always work. We know
McVay's very young.
Yeah, yes, McVay's very young. We know as Knicks fans it doesn't work with Fisher, but yeah. But it does seem to be the new thing that teams are doing nowadays in sports. I was actually looking. Somebody brought up Bill Parcells. I was looking at Bill Parcells' coaching tree today. Unbelievable. I mean, some of the names. I didn't even realize Saban was on his tree. Saban coached under Belichick on the Saban. On the Browns.
Belichick, of course. Belichick was under Parcells.
Belichick, Coughlin, Saban, as I said. Fossil's on the tree. Romeo Cornell's on the tree.
Sean Payton's on the tree.
Sean Payton's on the tree. I mean, so many.
John Fox was on the tree.
Yep. Who was the guy that ran the Sperano, right? He's on the tree.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's so many. I couldn't believe it. So he's the best coach of all time. Parcells, in my opinion. Well, him or Belichick. I don't know. It's close. I'm biased as a Giant fan. But yeah.
Belichick was our defensive coordinator, though.
Yeah. I guess you got to say Belichick, but I love Parcells. Why Mike Jags offensive coordinator? Adel Wally says, is that a joke?
He got fired.
Yeah.
He just got fired.
Yeah, their offense is horrible. Stealth Raven says Fossil is so underrated. I liked Fossil. I didn't love him. I liked him. I'll say one thing about Fossil. He had balls. Remember that guarantee he made when they were 7-4?
Yeah, we're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, 7-4. They go out. They win 5 in a row to close out the year.
To the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they went all the way to the Super Bowl. And I don't remember. Were they favored in that game?
In the Super Bowl?
I think they might have been, or it was very close, the line.
I think we were underdogs.
If we were, it was close. Because we were coming off that huge blowout against the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going in, I thought we were really going to win that game. Which is funny, because the Patriot game, you would have thought they would have gotten killed. The Giants are funny.
They are funny.
Is the Packers season over? Giants, yes. Yes, right? Packers?
It's on life support.
Yeah, 4-6-1. I mean, I guess you could never count out Rodgers, but
they'd have to win out, I think.
Yeah, and where's the help Where's the help for him?
Because they lost to Seattle, so they lose that tiebreaker. That hurts them. Minnesota's there.
They don't got to worry about tiebreakers though, because they have a tie. They're not gonna tie with anybody, right? Because they're 4-6-1.
Yeah.
But they gotta win out. They gotta go 9-6-1. Otherwise, they got no shot. And I still think, even though the Vikings are playing the Pats this week, I still think the Vikings are gonna get their act together. And I think they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're too good not to.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
They have to get there.
Yeah, they're so talented. Would love to see I would love to see. Lee says he'd love to see Rams Saints rematch. I'd love to see a Vikings Saints rematch in the playoffs. After that catch, remember last year with
of course, yeah. How could you forget it?
With Stephon Diggs, yeah. that would be a cool storyline. How you feel about McAdoo seen in Jacksonville yesterday? Bavita asked. Let him go there. I want no part of him. Some people say, actually, I think Spencer was saying this yesterday. He thinks, no, Jet Central actually said this. He thinks that McAdoo will make a good offensive coordinator. I don't know. I still have a sour taste in my mouth for McAdoo.
Well, he was a good offensive coordinator for us.
Yeah, no, he was.
Eli Manning had 2 of his best years of his career.
No, you're right. And for Green Bay,
Some guys just can't coach. Some guys are great coordinators. Rex Ryan, Buddy Ryan. Great defensive coordinators, not good head coaches. Wade Phillips is a perfect example of a guy who's a great coordinator, could not coach.
Yeah.
No, and that's been
Rex Ryan too, another guy. Yeah.
Was that
Rex Ryan? Did you say
Rex
Ryan?
Rex and Buddy Ryan? Yep.
Yeah. Why would Tom Coughlin want McAdoo and Jackson? Yeah, I don't think. Well, he coached under him, right? So they have a history, right? But he was forced on Coughlin, if I'm not mistaken, right?
What's that?
He was forced on Coughlin, right? McAdoo as the coordinator.
He was his coordinator, yes.
But I don't think Coughlin wanted him. If I remember correctly.
Oh, I have no idea who Coughlin wanted. I don't even remember.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought I remember that. I bring Hugh Jackson before McAdoo again. Malik King says, "Yeah, how good is Hugh Jackson though? I mean, maybe he's another guy that's a good coordinator, but I don't. That's a guy. How did he keep his job going into this year?
I have no idea.
And
Marvin, I don't know how Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, I was gonna say Marvin Lewis. If he doesn't get fired this year, he's never gonna get fired.
No,
he's been a coach for 15 years. He's never won a playoff game.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's horrible.
McAdoo used to be a good OC. Yeah, Andy, you're right. He did. I just have such a sour taste in my mouth from McAdoo. But you're right. Giants 08. All right, man. Have a good night, man. Thank you for tuning in. I want Baddog to answer my question. Ask it again because I don't see it, Yvonne. I can't wait until the rest.
I see it. Would I trade OBJ and Barkley for 10 years of Belichick? No way.
No.
No.
Yeah, not both. Maybe one. Not both. Yeah. And
I trade Evan Ingram and.
Well, Belichick at this age, absolutely not. If you're telling me I'm getting Belichick 20 years ago, maybe I consider it, because that guy is just he's the greatest coach. Maybe who? All right, in all of sports, since you've been watching sports, do you think he's the greatest coach? To me, it's either him or Popovich. For me,
I gotta go Belichick, man. Just because I'm not just looking at his head coaching career. I'm looking at the way he got the Giants to the Super Bowl in 1990. I'm watching how his defensive scheme shut down that high-powered Niners offense with Montana Rice, John Taylor, Brent Jones, Roger Craig, Tom Rathman. And then he goes against the K-Gun and plays a completely different defense and shuts down Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, James Lofton, a team that ripped the Raiders 51-3. And they say, you know what? This is how we're going to do it. We're going to rush 3 guys. We don't want Kelly to – we don't care if Kelly runs. Yeah. We don't care if Thurman runs. You're not passing.
No.
So we're just going to flood the pass. And it totally confused them and slowed everything down. That's genius.
Wasn't that the game was that the game when Thurman Thomas came out without his helmet?
No, that was the Cowboys.
Oh, that was the Cowboys game.
He couldn't find his helmet.
Yeah. But, no, you're absolutely right. He was a mastermind. And that Bills team that year, and I was a little kid, but I've gone back, I've looked at the stats, the highlights. That Bills team, that offense was electric. That year, yeah, that was their chance to win out of all the 4 Super Bowls that they went to. Would you trade Ingram for a 2nd-round pick? I'd trade him for a 4th-round pick. He's garbage.
Hell yeah.
Why do people think Ingram is trash? He draws coverage. He was a Pavit. Ingram sucks. I'm sorry, he sucks. Baddog, the guy can't catch.
He was our main guy last year because, remember, everyone was hurt. We had Tavares King out there. We had Hunter Sharp out there. We had Roger Lewis out there. Ingram was going to be the only guy Eli Manning could throw to.
Yeah, somebody had to catch the ball.
And he led. I think he led the league in drops.
Yeah,
as well. Last year.
Yeah.
So he can't block.
Yeah.
He's just, no.
Nelson, what's going on, my man? Thank you for tuning in the stream, brother. The Sports Zone, would you trade? Yeah, we just answered that. Yes, we would. Last Jedi, right? I'm going to head out. Great stream and good night entertaining. Last Jedi, have a great night,
later,
brother.
Jedi.
By the way, anybody that's joining the stream or has been in the stream that hasn't subscribed to Baddog, the link is in the description. You got to do it. Great guy. Ton of knowledge about the Giants, and I always love having him on.
It's a blast.
Yeah,
it's always an honor.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, man, the honor is mine. Reese really effed this team up. Yeah, Malik King. Reese was the worst thing, and I can't say the worst thing because they won a Super Bowl under his watch, but he got lucky. Let's be real with that 2011 team. He struck lightning in a bottle with Victor Cruz. Let's be real here. If it wasn't for that, that was a team that would have won 6-10, 7-9 that year. So, let's be real. They got lucky that year. Stout, man, thank you for tuning in, Stout. You know I always love when you tune in. Have a good night, Sydney. Thanks for tuning in, my man. Yeah, we're going to go up probably about 7 or 8 minutes anyway. You guys have been great. You guys have made the chat live. We always love talking Giants with you guys. What else you want to talk about? We got 10 minutes, man. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. We can talk. I don't really think there's much to say about the Bears. I mean, I think we covered it. We're
in trouble.
We're just in trouble in that game. Just unless we find a way to run, we like I said, if Eli Manning drops back 40 times, you might see Kyle Lauletta. Because this might be the one game where Eli just finally says, you know what, kid? Go ahead. You are your shot. Dude, I'm done. All I can think about is the 2011 NFC Championship game in San Francisco where like every damn play he kept having to get picked up by. I can just see that coming. Khalil Mack is going to – oh, my God.
It's going to be – I almost don't want to see Eli play Sunday because I'm going to feel bad for him. But this might be the game, actually, that you see Lauletta. Because if the Giants are getting blown out, why not throw him out there?
Make the transition.
Yeah.
We talked about it before. Put him in there a little at a time.
Yeah, put him in there a little at a time. Maybe you start him the fourth quarter when he's getting blown out. Yep. Start Eli next week. If they're getting blown out again, throw him in there. And then you bring him a little in at a time, and then you start in the last 2 or 3 games. Make the transition. Make a seamless transition. I'm still sour about the Philly loss, of course. Entertainer, can you explain to Baddog what the wrench means? Because I asked him about having it. Baddog has wrenches on his channel.
It's a moderator.
Yeah, it's a moderator. Yeah. He's actually the one who taught me about it. He made me a moderator. So you block spam.
I probably just missed it. Sometimes that chat starts going really fast, and I probably just missed a comment. But I know what I got a lot of moderators. Of moderators.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get 340, 350 people in there, and I need them, Yeah,
I gave out a bunch, too, because I needed it. And then I did the Knicks stream, and not as many people, obviously, in the Knicks stream as the Giants stream. And there's probably, I don't know, I couldn't see the number. There's probably 50, 60 people in there. And so there was like 20 people in there with moderators. And when people were talking about football, they were blocking the because they said you got to talk basketball. So somebody was talking about the Giants, so they blocked them. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You people get unsubscribed from you. You can't do that.
Right.
Coach K, Lee brings up, yes, another all-time great coach. Great. Actually, if we're talking college basketball, Gino Auriemma, if you want to get technical.
Yeah.
The women's UConn coach. I mean, the guy doesn't lose. But let's see. Blood Red Snake. Yeah, but what's this crap I hear about Tanny start? That can't happen. They can't start Tanny, can they?
Why? Well, I don't know why we would start him. I don't know what we gained. Tanny's not any part of this team's future, so I don't know what they would start him for.
That's Geno Smith part 2. I don't
understand that.
That's Geno Smith part 2.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. He's a German quarterback that's never started anywhere, and I wouldn't understand why they would start him.
Yeah. Malik asked a good question. Do you think Cowboys Saints will be a good game? I actually do. I think the Cowboys are the type of team. I'm not saying they're going to win, but they have the dynamic of the type of team. If they're at home, which they are, they wouldn't have a chance in New Orleans. But because they can pound the rock and chew up clock, I give them a chance in that game at home. I think the Cowboys have a shot.
Yeah, I think they lose by 2 touchdowns. They have a shot.
No, you're probably right. But
34-21 Saints.
Yeah. I mean, conventional wisdom would say you're absolutely right. I just think the Cowboys have a shut because of their ability to control the clock. Yeah.
But they get behind early, it's over.
Yes. They can't play catch-up, but we know that with Dak. Yeah, absolutely. Shut up, I hate Dallas. Why your mouth? I hate Dallas, too. But Veet, I actually tried calling that girl today. I sent her a voicemail. She hasn't gotten back to me yet. I
gotta freaking watch that. I forgot. Shit, I gotta watch that.
It was funny, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I think it would be funny to have her on the show, so we'll see.
Oh, real quick, G-Men409 wants my prediction on a Big 12 championship game. Well, I'm going to stream that one. I'm definitely streaming OU Texas. It's got to be done even if it is noon on a Saturday, which I hate those early games. OU wins 52-45.
I can't – every time I tune into a Big 12 game, it's like I'm watching college basketball.
There's no defense.
50, 60, 70 points. It's crazy.
Yeah, hey, guys, you want to make money in college football? Every time there's a Sooners game, bet the over. You'll never lose. People were in my stream with the West Virginia game. They're like, Baddog, over's 87. I'm like, take the over.
Yeah.
Take the over.
Yeah.
Take the over.
Yeah.
He scored 115 points. 56.
Oh my. Do you think Oklahoma has any chance if they play Alabama?
Absolutely.
Really?
Because Alabama's not used to that kind of offense. Has not seen it. The SEC's got some good, not like that.
Yeah.
The Alabama wants those teams with good defenses and mediocre offenses.
Huh.
Oklahoma's got no defense.
No, yeah.
But Oklahoma can score with anybody in the country. And Alabama's defense isn't as good as it's been in previous years.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, I don't know. I'm not saying they would beat them, but they would give them a scare because they can score with anybody. They can put points on. I don't care who the hell it is.
I think that'll be I love that potential matchup because it's strength versus strength. I always like seeing how that plays out.
We need to win. We need Bama to win. That happens, we're in.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Ohio State jumping us, but you never know with the damn committee. We'll see what happens.
Well, you figure Notre Dame's going to get the 3, right? So Notre Dame Clemson more than likely is the other matchup.
Unless somehow Pitt beats Clemson, which is probably. I mean, Pitt can play spoiler. They have played spoiler before.
Yeah.
In the ACC. I mean, they definitely have a shot. I mean, but yeah, I mean, Clemson's in, Notre Dame's in. You know, it's really going to comes down to Georgia, Ohio State, and Oklahoma. I mean, those are the other teams I think get in there.
Yeah, I think it'll be Georgia or Oklahoma if I had to guess, but we'll see. That game had some worst Afghanistan, absolutely. The defense in that Oklahoma game. I watched the stream as much as I could with Baddog, and yeah, there was no defense whatsoever.
No defense.
All
they did was run. Go routes. It was like they just. It was like West Virginia was just sitting down there in a sandbox. Yo, just run that way, and I'll throw you the ball. Plus, Oklahoma's just let them go right down the seam with no. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? 3rd and 20, every time. 3rd and long. Whoop! 80-yard touchdown. That's in my mind.
By the way, I should have mentioned it throughout the stream. I forgot. Whoever's left in the chat still, please hit that thumbs up. It does help the channel. Hit that subscribe button and check out Baddog before you leave. The link is in the description. Great giant YouTuber. Please sub him up. And don't forget to ring the bell. Every time you ring that bell, you'll get a notification that we're going live. So please ring that bell. I always forget to say it. I made a point to say it in my last live stream. A lot of YouTubers forget to say it, but it is an important thing to say. Let's just take a quick look. Yvonne says, I'm still here. I know you're still here, Yvonne. You're great. Lee's still here, too. But number one consumer. What does Lee say? Sign Bridgewater and maybe draft Ian Book from Notre Dame. What's the story with Book? Is anybody really high on him at the pro level?
I was going to say, honestly, I do not watch a lot of Notre Dame games,
yeah.
So it's hard for me to say. I really don't follow Notre Dame football, so I really can't. I can't speak intelligently. The only time I really paid attention to Notre Dame was when they were playing Syracuse, hoping Syracuse, gave them a fight. And once their starting quarterback went out and they were down 17-0, I was like,
yeah.
This is over.
I watch Notre Dame when I can. I work Saturdays, but they're my favorite team. I mean, Books had a good year at the collegiate level, but I don't really hear anybody talking about him as a top tier pro prospect. And if I'm the Giants, I'm not wasting any. We can't afford to waste 3rd, 4th, 5th round picks on quarterbacks again.
Definitely not.
We need to use as many of those mid to late round picks on the offensive and defensive line. I'm not wasting any 3rd, 4th round picks on quarterbacks.
No way.
Yeah. If we had a quarterback who you got to go probably, right?
Yeah, getting close.
All right.
Got like 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Imagine if OU and Chris, the type of guy to not the Giants tank, even if no, I'm that guy. If the Giants are 0-15, I don't want them to lose. I want them to win. I want them to win no matter what. I can't do it. I can never root for my team to lose.
I can't root against them.
That's in any sport. But I mean, conventional wisdom would tell you we're gonna have a top 5, 6, 7 pick. So I don't see us win. I mean, let's look at our remaining schedule real quick. Bears, we're gonna lose, right? More than likely. I think we lose at the Colts. The Colts are playing very good right now. Titans, we could win. The Titans aren't that good of a team.
Redskins, we could win.
I'll say we win 2.
We don't beat Dallas that last week of the season.
We'll win 2. We'll find a way to win 2 games. The Giants are going to finish with 5 wins. 5-11. No. That's where I'll have them. And if they go 5-11, you're going to have probably a 6th pick. 6th, maybe 7th pick. And you're going to get a good O-lineman there. That's what we want.
Yeah, so, that's what we want.
Yeah, I'll be happy there. But you should watch Ron Effect play. I did watch that video, Bavit, and I'm going to be honest. No, I think he's completely off with that. Ron, did you see that video?
I didn't bother.
Yeah,
There's no glimmer of hope.
Yeah. No, there's no glimmer of hope because if you look at it, I mean, he basically came up with a scenario where the other three teams went 7-9 and the Giants went 8-8, but it's nearly impossible because you already got two teams with 6 wins and they play each other. Meaning one of them is guaranteed 7 wins, so they would have to lose out after that. So it's just not possible. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Are you gonna stream playoff games, Ligma? Yeah, I know. Baddog streams every game. So so Baddog will, and yes, I am gonna stream. I actually already put in to take off work. I'm gonna be streaming. I'm doing it with Jet Central. Actually, I'll give it away. The Saturday games, he's going to come on my channel, and then the night game, I'm going to come on his, and vice versa for the Sundays. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do the collab with him. He's actually coming to New York for that. We're going to do it together. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think that'd be cool if we did that one time where we met up and we did a stream together. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But does he drink beer? No, he doesn't. That's a problem.
Yeah, I do.
He doesn't want the team to tank, but says there's no hope. Bavit, I can't do it, Bavit. I can't root from the tank, but there is no hope to making the playoffs. But
no,
I still want to see them improve and have something to build off of going into next year. That's my mindset. Yeah. I don't want to see them go 3-3.
Yeah, saying there's no hope means we don't believe we're going to win out, but at the same time we're going to root for us to win out. We're not rooting for us to lose, but we just don't. We don't think it's feasible. We're playing the Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. The odds of us winning this game are slim to none, which puts us at 3-9, and then we are completely done. So, that's my. And the Colts are very tough, and the Cowboys are very tough.
But I'll say this: what I do want to see them do if they lose to the Bears, I still won't say they lost yet. If I want to see them play the younger players more, and if that results in losses, it results in losses.
Yes.
So,
I agree.
Not saying I want them to lose, but I want to see Lorenzo Carter out there the whole game. I want to see B.J. Hill out there the whole game. I want you to play a lot of 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity to let the young kids play and try to develop. And if that results in losses, that's a side effect. But I am not rooting for them to lose. I don't want to see them lose. So that's just me. But if we beat the Bears, then maybe I'll start buying back in. Andy, because maybe buying back in that they'll finish strong, but they're not going to make the playoffs. We got to be realistic. And it's 11:05. I know Baddog has another commitment, so we are going to sign off. Before we go, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning into the stream. You made it great. You made it fun. It's always a blast talking to you guys, and of course, it's always a blast talking to you, Baddog. Thank you for coming on. I'll let you have your last words.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Again, like you said, man. Thank you guys so much for joining. Love it. You guys make this thing awesome. Always a pleasure to work with you, man. I really love doing this. I've had a lot of fun. This is about our 4th week, and like you said, we'll do this the rest of the year, and then off season we'll do some talking, speculation, drafts, whatever we have to do. Yeah. But I love talking Giants with you, man. I could do this all night.
Great. I think in the offseason we're gonna we'll talk about it as it goes. But I think in the offseason we possibly could do 2 shows where we have a baseball show also, because I would love to talk. I would love to talk baseball with you. I would love it.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
So we'll see. But yeah, I know you got to go. Thank you guys, Afghanistan. We love you too, man. Thank you for tuning into the stream, Andy. Yeah, well, we appreciate it, man. We put in work and we try to produce a good product. Bavit, thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you come back, and we'll see you soon.
Peace.
There you go. There it is.